Yeah, here we will solve the problem of the Leetcode, which is continuous subarray sum. So in this problem we have to find good subarray. So what is good subarray? If it is present, then we will return true, otherwise false. So what is the good subarray? So we have two conditions for the good subarray. So these are the two conditions. So first one is the length is at least true. So length must be greater than 1. This is the one condition. And the second condition is that the sum of the elements of the subarray is multiple of k. It means sum of elements remainder, if you apply remainder operator, then it should be 0. It means that it is divisible by k. Already written the code. So what we are trying to do in this code, I will explain. So just by looking at this code, we can simply see that we are running a loop in the array, which is the num array, and then we are just calculating the summation of the remainders, and then we are adding to a dictionary. So I will explain it with more clarity. Like, we are taking a dictionary and keeping track of remainder while traversing through array. Okay, so now I will show you what is happening. So suppose we will consider this example here. So I will consider this example here. Suppose the array is this one. We have this index here, and what we need to do, we have two conditions for finding the subarray. One condition is that the sum of the subarrays is multiple of k. Multiple of k means if we divide by the k, then the remainder should be 0. Second condition is the length of the subarray should be greater than 0. So these conditions I have already given here in the code, so I will show you. If you come here in the code, so see, this particularly this condition is the first condition, this one. So this one is this. Okay, and this condition is, I will explain this condition. Okay, so what we are doing here, I will say, so suppose this is the example. Okay, so what we are doing here, we are traversing to the list in this direction and inserting the remainder to the dictionary. How? So first we will take this, first in the initial setup we have already inserted 0 in the dictionary. Why? I will explain. Just first try to understand this algorithm, how we are approaching this. So suppose if we sum these two elements, so this is a subarray, continuous subarray, and if we divide by k. Here k is 13, suppose. So what will be the sum? 25% 13, it will give 12, right? Correct. So it is not divisible by 13. So if we will try to insert this in the dictionary, it will be inserted. But if we get here, suppose the sum is 26, and if we divide by 13, we will get 0, the remainder. This is the remainder. And if we try to insert 0, it will be not inserted in the dictionary because already 0 is there. It means we have got the subarray which satisfy these two conditions. We are checking this in the code. Okay, so that's why I have already inserted 1 0 in the beginning with -1. Now I will just dry run this and show you how this is happening. So what we are doing in the code, like we are traveling in the array. So we are picking one element. So this is the 2. We are finding the remainder by k is 13. So that is will be 2 only. So I will insert this 2 with index 0. This is the 0. Now again we have this 2 as a remainder. We are adding 13, 23 here, and again we are finding the remainder by 13. So what we will get? We will get 12. So again we are keeping track of this. So we will insert 12 as 1. Same way we will do for other. Again I will just move to the next 2. So 12 plus 2, again we will divide by 13, we will get 1. So we will insert 1 as 2. Same way we have inserted. See, 2 is inserted, 12 is inserted, 1 is inserted, 7 is inserted, 11 is inserted. But see, again 2 is coming. If I try to insert, this will fail because 2 is already present in the dictionary. This means what? Now I will try to get 2 will not insert in the dictionary. It means what? It means, suppose we have a array. This is the array. Suppose this is one element, any element. Okay. Now at this particular point and this particular point, see, at this particular point we have remainder 2. Okay. And again at this point, I will write it here, we have remainder 2 here, and again at this point we have remainder 2 here. This is what this calculation is showing. Every point we are calculating remainder. So here the remainder is 2, again here the remainder is 2. It means all the element here is perfectly divisible by k. Perfectly divisible by k. It means sum of this element percent k equal to 0. Got it? Because the remainder which we are getting here is same remainder which we are getting here. So all the elements here is having remainder sum 0, means it is divisible by k. So we got a sequence sub-array, continuous sub-array, which is perfectly divisible, whose sum is perfectly divisible by k. So this is the trick we applied here. We use the dictionary. So whenever we are getting a scenario to insert the same remainder, it means we have got the continuous array. So it might be situation that 0 also come. So 0 also means, so we are already in the beginning we are 0. Suppose initial point, again we are getting 0. So all the sum of the elements is divisible by k. So this is the way we have solved this problem. So we will just run this. Yeah, we have passed the test cases. We will submit. So here we have submitted the solution, and this is so this is the first condition, this is the first condition, and this is the second. This is only for the initial check that it should be length should be greater than 1, sorry. And this is the condition for the dictionary. We are trying to add to the dictionary. If we fail to add to the dictionary and length is greater than 1, it means it is having a continuous sequence whose sum is divisible by k.